Hello again. So in this video I will tell you how to use burdock root, when to harvest it, why to harvest it, how you can make your medicine, your remedy with burdock root, how to consume it. I will show you one recipe I am cooking today, and how to avail of burdock, this wild anti-cancer root, in the external topical way or in internal way. At the moment I'm drinking dandelion root and leaf, and I added some plantain and nettle leaves, but it's mostly dandelion leaves because dandelion is very good combination with it makes a wonderful complement to burdock. Dandelion, with its diuretic and flushing qualities to the outside world through the liver and through the kidneys. So it's very good to combine burdock and dandelion. Like I made this is a burdock root tincture that I made last year. It's sitting in the jar in 100 proof alcohol for the whole year, and I only take it when I need it. But you can combine it with dandelion roots. I have another jar with dandelion roots and burdock roots, and you can add even fresh leaf of dandelion or the burdock. So you can mix it all together, and it will be a very good medicine for all your inner organs or for any ailments in regards of skin issues. In like people take burdock to increase their urine flow if they have troubles with different skin conditions, mostly like psoriasis, eczema, or very bad skin issues. Burdock will treat all your skin issues, will help to treat you these skin issues topically. When you have bad stuff or something that is like dandruff, or if you have bad parts of skin, even psoriasis in your head, what you do is you will make a light decoction of burdock root. You can add even leaves, and you will wrap your scalp with burdock and don't wash it, just leave it there. So always use topically burdock root in your hair scalp when you're suffering from psoriasis in your hair scalp. Or you can make a poultice from the fresh leaf of the burdock, and you can apply it on your skin issues. But I will just finish it about the properties of burdock. It is usually people take it to increase the urine flow, to eliminate fever, to eliminate gastrointestinal complaints or joint pains or any rheumatological problems. So you can see even syphilis that was being treated with burdock root in the past, in the 12th century. Already in the 12th century, cancer patients were treated with this burdock root. They already knew that it's helping. So you can see it's got lots of benefits and properties, and you can really heal a lot of stuff with this burdock root. In the past, I think it was back in 12th century, mixed with wine in the Middle Age. It was given for leprosy or syphilis, epilepsy, hysteria, and nowadays it's suggested, the new researches are suggesting to use it for cancer or to treat HIV, so it's very powerful root, and I think it's very good that you avail of it and you have it in the tincture form in case you have some kind of issues, or you can have it dried in the dried form, and you can use it for your skin salves, for psoriasis, for eczema, acne, boils, and so on and so on. So I will have a sip of my dandelion leaf tea. Very nice, along with some plantain and nettles. Not drinking burdock today, might be drinking some other day. But okay, I will explain you how to use burdock leaf poultice, because with this poultice you can treat lots of things. So as I said, you can use this burdock root. I dug some burdock roots yesterday. I just washed them, and what I did is I will be cooking with them today, because they are great food and they are great medicine at the same time. Burdock itself is a very good blood purifier and very good cleanser. Along with the dandelion, it will clean and will bring all the waste from your cells through the kidneys and liver. But you can make decoction, very light decoction, that takes roughly 20 minutes. So I will make my soup today in the kind of decoction way. I will be just simmering soup for roughly 20 minutes. Therefore, I'm just using some potatoes in it. Something easy that will be cooked within 20 minutes. So here is my cooking pot ready. What I have in my cooking pot is just some potatoes, stems of the wild garlic, some asparagus, one cooking onion, that's all. I sprinkled with wild garlic sea salt, and I'm gonna add I'm gonna add burdock roots. So it will be burdock root soup. I will chop them, but what I want to tell you, very important, is I just wash them, roots. Don't peel the skin, because there is very valuable stuff in this skin. Usually people wash it and then they peel it, but don't peel it if you don't have to. Always avail of the skin, either in decoction way, tea way, if you're making soup. Always when you're making your tincture, as I did, keep the skin on. Keep the skin on the root, because it's very valuable. There is very, very good stuff in that skin, so don't peel it. Right, okay, so I just use this thing I just wash the roots and I got rid of all the dirt, and I'm gonna just chop roots. I'm just gonna chop roots for my soup, and this is the way how you would make your tincture, you know, your remedy for treating or mentioned stuff, like for all your inner organs, liver, for your kidneys, you know, for your skin issues that you have. The bitterness of this root will stimulate the digestive fluids and promote digestion or appetite, so that's why it's very good for anorexia treat as well. And this burdock is, I will be chopping and I will keep talking. So this burdock is used to break down excess uric acid in the joints that leads to gut. So it's very good for your gut, and it also relieves arthritis and swollen prostate. So it's also good for people having troubles with the prostate. So if you have troubles with prostate, I would suggest this burdock to combine with the nettle root. So you can make duo tincture, or you can have it in the separated jars, your burdock root and nettle root. So you see, this is the way how I'm chopping them. The whole plant of the burdock is medicinal and edible, from the roots through the stem, young shoots, leaves, and actually seeds are also medicinal, being used in the medicine way. So mostly people go after the root because it's tasty, and in Japan it's really very common, and they use it in Japan cuisine. It's very popular there. So as I said, it's great food and great medicine. I use it in the both way. It's known for a remarkable effect on the skin conditions from imbalance. So if you have dry, scaly skin or different skin eruptions, acne, boils, eczema, then you should be availing of this root. You should be eating it. You should be making you can make poultice, or you can take it internally in the tincture way. So I will just chop these roots and I will add them in the way. Actually treat this burdock root like you were treating parsnip, any kind of veggies, any kind of veggie roots like parsnip or carrot. It looks like it's dirty, but it's not. That's just the skin. So I will be using this part that is nice and clean. See, that's a burdock root. It is always white root. Someone would call it also white root because it's white root. So how you can eat it in culinary way? You can either cook it like I'm cooking it today. Okay, so I will just add it in my cooking pot. You can make soup, you can shred it, you can eat it fresh raw, you can make, you can just steam it like a side dish and use some sauce over it. You can just use it like the regular root, like regular vegetables. You can just shred it in your fresh raw salad if you want to avail of its medicinal benefits. You can make it more palatable. You can add beetroot, garlic, you can make nice sauce. So, you know, you can eat it in many ways. You can use it in stir fries, in rice, in any kind of ways. Exactly like you would be using parsnip or carrots. So you can use it in many ways. But this is my most favorite, burdock root, because this burdock will be simmering for about max 20 minutes. And this is exactly the time that you should be making your decoction of the root. So root decoction takes about 20 minutes. Don't let it really boil, just let it simmering. And simmer it for about 20 minutes, as I said. Then you can, if you're using it for the medicinal way, then you will just simmer it in the pot itself or along with the dandelion root. And then you will just strain it and you can drink it through the whole day, either hot or cold. But in my case, I will be simmering it in my soup pot along with potato and I don't know what else. I have wild garlic stems. I will be simmering it for 20 minutes. Then I will just switch it off. And I have already, I will add spices and whatever herbs you like. So it will be nice and rich with the potatoes as well. And I will add my dandelion seed milk that I have ready already. So I made sunflower. I always keep saying dandelion when I'm thinking about sunflowers. So I made milk from sunflower seeds. I soaked them in water, I got them activated, and then I mixed them with water, strained them, and I added garlic. So this soup will be a combination of burdock roots, potatoes, some wild garlic, or just use cooking onion. I used cooking onion. I am adding 2 pieces of asparagus, but there is no need. It's just more fancy. And then once it's simmered, decoction is finished, within 20 minutes, I will switch it off and I will pour in this raw sunflower seed milk with garlic. That's it, that's all. And then I will just add apple cider vinegar that I have dill infused in it, so it will be now nice taste of the dill in it, and it's very nice. I will probably add squeeze of the lemon juice. So this is one recipe where you can use burdock root in decoction way. So at the same time you're making decoction, you're cooking your soup. So it's really like making a culinary thing, like making your food that is medicine at the same time. You see how nice and beautiful it is, very white. See, that's the burdock root, detoxifying herb and blood purifier. It will help you to release of waste products from the cells at a cellular level. And I think it's worth it. It's really worth it because as you've noticed, I've already named so many things that you can heal with this burdock root, like psoriasis, anorexia, or it can help with anorexia because you will stimulate digestion fluids, or it was recommended for syphilis, for so many things, but mostly for cancer as well. That's why it's the part of the anti-cancer, so-called ESSIAC tea. So you can look up ESSIAC tea, ESSIAC, ESSIAC tea, and you will see the main part of this ESSIAC tea is burdock root. Why? You know, so that's the answer. That's why, because it's got anti-cancer abilities. It can help you to fight the cancer. And ESSIAC tea is targeted for cancer, so usually people suffering from cancer are taking ESSIAC tea. So the part of ESSIAC formula is this burdock root. Okay, so this was the soup. I think I have enough roots there, and I might use the rest of these roots for my tincture. Your medicine, burdock root tincture you do actually from the fresh root. So you just chop the roots, as you can see me now chopping, and you will just pour over with 100 proof alcohol, as I did here. Keep shaking it every day. You can add even burdock leaf. If it's 100 proof alcohol, you can use fresh one. If it's lower, use probably dried leaf. And that's it then. You will just keep shaking this tincture every day for the period of 1, 2, 3, 4 months. But as you notice, I have this tincture done from the last year, so it's very powerful, and it's ready for any case if I need it. So that's burdock root tincture that you can make. Then you can cook with it. Then if you have issues in your hair scalp, you can rub with the decoction of the burdock. That's mostly for any kind of skin issues. But if you had troubles with hair loss, then you would be using stinging root or tops of the stinging nettle for your hair wash, and in the tincture way topically in your hair scalp as well. But for any kind of issues that are in regards of the skin issues like psoriasis in your hair scalp, you should be really rubbing with the burdock root, decoction of the burdock root, or even tincture there. Now I will explain you how you can use this burdock root in the topical way, externally as a poultice, for if you have any bruises or boils. You can even help to draw the boil, or if you have acne, or if you're suffering from rheumatism, if you have rheumatic pains in your, let's say, hand, or if you have troubles with arthritis, or if you have even good troubles, then I would advise you to use poultice. How to make a poultice? It's very easy. So what you do is you just take one leaf of the burdock, or it depends on affected part, how big is your part affected. Let's say I have bruises here and I want to speed up the healing process, or you have your rheumatic or arthritis troubles there. So you take the burdock leaf. You can gather this burdock through the whole summer, but roots are to be dug at the end of its first year, because it's 2 years plant. You know that it's a biennial plant, and it's got 2 years only of the life. So you're harvesting roots at the end of its first year, when it's packed with energy, and when it's at the end of the year, so you know that the whole energy is going back to the root. Then it's the time when you should be harvesting it, or at the beginning of its second year. So that's what I did here. This is the beginning of its second year. You can see it because it's still very soft. You can work with it. Once you would be digging it in the middle of the summer, when it's second year of the plant, you wouldn't be able probably to cut through it. It won't be very good medicine. It won't be good root for making your tincture. So as you can see, harvesting time is very important. You shouldn't be harvesting it during the summer of its second year, but springtime of its second year, or end of the first year, when it's packed with energy. So now it's good time. It's still good time. Okay, so what I was talking about was how to make the poultice. So you just grab the leaf, poultice for bruises, boils, or whatever, any kind of topical troubles you have. And same, you can make a decoction. So basically, if you're making decoction, you can just pop one leaf in that hot water. Yes, I will show you closer. This is burdock leaf. You see how it looks. This is the shape of it. This is the shape of it. And what you do is, I had a cooking pot here, and it was, when the water was hot, I just popped in one leaf to make it soft enough but it needs to be hot as well. When your leaf is soft enough, you can use it for your poultice and keep it warm and as hot leaf as you manage to as you manage it on your skin, you know, so as hot as possible. You don't have to cook it or anything, just pour over with hot water, and just in order to make the leaf soft, to soften it. So that's what I've done already, and I will put it on my affected part. I will apply it as hot as can be borne to the affected place. Then leave it there until it cools down, and then heat again or put a hot water bottle over it to keep it warm and leave on for about an hour. The poultice will draw blood to the area, and as it's also antiseptic, it will fight infection, and this way it will accelerate the healing. You see, so this is the way how you make the poultice. So let's say I have my pains from rheumatism here. This is the way how I will make the poultice. Then you can rub it. You can rub it in something, but if you have hot bottle, or if you can place something hot or warm here, rub it and leave it there for the whole hour. Then when it cools down again, pop it in the hot water and again place it back as hot as one can burn, you know, as much as you can manage. Don't boil or don't burn yourself, but it should be really warm, hot. So this way it will really heal up the whole healing. It will really speed up the whole healing process. Also, there is another way how you can make your poultice. You don't have to pop it in the hot water. What you can do is you can just grind it. Use your grinder, and you can grind leaves. You can chop them, you can grind them, and you can just apply them on your affected part. That's another way, and that way it will be very good for burns. If you have some burn and you will be waiting till it kind of disappear, till the pain subsides. So the leaves also can be crushed this way. You see how soft they are? So it's not very difficult, they are very soft. You can crush them with a rolling pin and apply it as a poultice for minor burns and leave them in the place until it subsides. So as you can see, burdock, the whole plant can be used for many things, like a poultice, or you can. What I do personally, how I use this burdock root is, I make skin salves where I'm implementing this burdock root and burdock leaves and many more wild plants. For psoriasis, I always use burdock root, burdock leaves. I'm adding spring birch leaves and more different plants, but burdock birch leaves are #1 in the treatment of psoriasis. So with the leaves and with the roots, I'm making very good quality oils that are then later on in the process of the salve making. But what you can do is, if you're not really salve maker, or if you know that it's because it's really time taking, so if you don't have so much time, what you can do is you can just use this burdock root in your oil, and you can make oil, burdock root oil, and you can apply it on your psoriasis. You can rub it in your skin, in your hair scalp where you have your issues. So this is another way how you can use your dry, scaly skin, or some skin eruptions or eczema, psoriasis, as I mentioned already. So that was one way. Then you can do your poultice in external way, poultice on, you can even do this poultice on these skin troubles like psoriasis, eczema. You can apply it in the poultice way on your eczema. So that's another way. And then, as I said, you can make burdock root tincture, or you can make double extract of the burdock root, where you combine this tincture, let's say 60 or 70%, with the burdock root and leaf decoction, and that would be then burdock root double extraction, where you're availing of benefits from both, from alcohol extraction and decoction. So that's another great way how to clean your body and purify your blood, and how to avail of the benefits that I already mentioned in this video. So as you can see, it's really detoxifying herb, and it's really helpful in treatment of so many things. But I would really emphasize that this burdock root should be really used for cancer patients in all ways, either in the tincture way or double extraction, or you can actually just nibble on it. You can just eat it in its raw way, and it's quite palatable. I'll tell you now what's the taste like. But I know this taste. There is no bitterness. It's just like you were eating maybe radish, something like this, but there is no spiciness then. So it's very palatable. So you can see that you can avail of this medicinal root in its culinary way, and you can even cook with it. You can eat it fresh, raw, and it's very easy. It's very easy. So this video was about burdock root, its uses, when to dig it, how to avail of it, how to implement it in your life in the culinary way and in the medicine way. Personally, I think it's one of the best tinctures or medicine ever. So definitely, I think whoever wants to fight all these troubles, or like a precaution, you should be really taking this tincture or having it on your hand in case if you need it. So that's it. That was today's about the burdock, and stay healthy and see you next week. Cheers!